Good evening, Bahamas. I'm Samarco Lightborn, and thank you for tuning in to the Blaze 98.3 FM's local news broadcast. Today is Tuesday, February 15th, 2022. Heart-shaped chocolates and lollipops aren't the only hearts that should be on our minds this month. It's also Heart Awareness Month. It's a reminder to take action and understand the disease impacting millions of people around the world and to spread awareness for cardiovascular health. Bahamian cardiologist Dr. Conville Brown defines it as any condition that affects the structure or function of the heart. Heart disease remains the number one cause of deaths in both men and women. While many have experienced some sort of chest pain, it can be caused by multiple factors, some of which can be deadly. Different people often experience different symptoms, says Dr. Brown, who shares some of the signs that one should look out for.
I always say, I don't like when doctors ask patients about chest pain. We really want to ask about chest discomfort because it may not hurt, but it may be very uncomfortable. So chest tightness, heaviness, pressure, squeezing. Most people won't call those pain. And so yes, you can ask about pain, but don't forget to ask about chest discomfort. And of course, shortness of breath. There can be many reasons for it. Heart disease is one of them. Easy fatigability, palpitations where you can feel your heart beating, especially when you don't expect it to. Orthopnea, you can't lie flat without feeling like you're drowning in your own secretions, swelling of your legs, nausea and vomiting, sweating when you ought not to.
The pandemic has been one of the biggest obstacles to heart health as more people report lower physical and emotional wellness. Many people have delayed or avoided seeking medical care. The unhealthy use of alcohol and other substances has been on the rise. All these things can increase the risk of heart disease. Dr. Brown describes other risk factors.
What's of interest, of course, is one's family history, because a lot of the aspects of cardiovascular disease have a genetic element to them. Smoking is something that you need not do. You need not hang out even with people who smoke a lot and get a lot of secondary smoke, because that still has its challenges. Cholesterol, well, that's one of the bases of blocking your vessels. The presence of diabetes mellitus alone for an extended period of time is one of the most potent risk factors for the development of heart disease, and in particular, coronary artery disease.
He advises people to go see a doctor because if it is a blockage in the arteries and they close, it can cause sudden death. As to what individuals can do to improve their heart health, the solutions are numerous. Doing at least 150 minutes of moderate intensity physical activity a week, or just getting started and working your way there. Eating healthy, not smoking or vaping. Maintaining a healthy weight, controlling blood sugar, cholesterol, and blood pressure, getting regular checkups, and finally, to assist yourself and others, learning hands-only CPR. Not out of the woods yet. Representative for the Bahamas and Turks and Caicos for the Pan American Health Organization and World Health Organization, Dr. Eldona Bossan, said while there may be COVID-19 fatigue in the country, the Omicron variant remains transmissible and is still causing an alarming increase in deaths. Bossan was responding to questions from the media during a pop-up vaccine drive at Mother Bottler Park on Meadow Street on Saturday. She explained that while the most recent variant to impact countries has been described as relatively mild, the transmissibility of the variant has increased the number of people infected in a very short time. She said, "That's why we are seeing deaths still going up, because we still have a percentage of people with Omicron who will die, who will become severely ill and end up in the hospital, who will have COVID-19 for a long duration, meaning that they will be ill with different symptoms of COVID for months after their infection." Health officials recently confirmed 9 COVID-19 related deaths that occurred between January 19th and February 9th, 3 of which were previously under investigation. The number of COVID fatalities now stands at 766, with 45 still under investigation. There have been 58 deaths recorded in the past 2 months since December 12. Bossan reiterated that Omicron is not to be taken lightly, saying, in addition, because the virus is still moving around, it is very likely that we will see a new variant, and if we see a new variant, we don't know if it will be more severe, we don't know if it will be more transmissible, but we do know that each virus aims to become more and more efficient at making people sick. She said the only protection against it is to get vaccinated and ensure all eligible people are vaccinated to limit the chance of the variant mutating. a sense of normalcy to wash through the education system. Many schools nationwide are now already instructing students 100% face-to-face, that according to Minister of Education, Technical and Vocational Training, Glenys Hannah Martin. Addressing the press, she says the green light was given last week. Each school formed committees to scrutinize protocols and roll out once everything is in place. As a result, many schools nationwide are now already in 100% face-to-face mode. Hannah Martin said she would further update the public on Monday as to how many schools are open for face-to-face instruction and where. She anticipates that next week even more schools will be able to be added to that list. Last week, Bahamas Union of Teachers President Belinda Wilson said in the union's view, most schools in Grand Bahama and the Family Islands were ready for the full return of face-to-face instruction. However, she said at the time that schools in New Providence needed to individually determine their readiness due to their issues. Wilson noted that at least 2 of the Family Island schools since reopening face-to-face have been temporarily interrupted because of COVID-19 positive cases and teachers and students being placed into quarantine. On the other hand, she noted, New Providence, the largest district with the largest student population and teacher complement, will examine fully the health and safety protocols, the class capacity, and teacher shortages. And after discussions with their principals and staff, each school will determine their readiness and or suitability for the reopening of each school face-to-face in a phased approach. She emphasized that large class sizes and teacher shortages are clearly impediments to making this decision. These comments from the union president comes as COVID-19 infections have been trending down in recent weeks. Just ahead in our newscast, we take a look at the official COVID-19 update and a look at the weather forecast. We'll return after the break. When your life is bumper to bumper and you're always on the go, you need someone working for you. From politics and social awareness to culture and the weather forecast, we give you the information to help shape your day. Be empowered and informed by turning your dials to the Blaze 98.3 FM, Mondays to Fridays at 7 p.m. We are proud to present you news from a local perspective. Curiosity, context, truth. It's your story if you have the daring to tell it. I'm Samarco Lightbourne, reporting for Exuma's #1 radio station, The Blaze 98.3 FM.
Hey, I just reached. I got access him now because they close in like 5 minutes. Okay, hold on. Oh, sorry. Hi. I heard y'all added more things to pay, like government fees or something.
Yes, sir. We're now accepting payments for Department of Immigration, Department of Labor, and the Royal Bahamas Police Force.
Okay, good. I come to pay a police record and a labor certificate.
Okay, no problem. What's the name?
Uncle Boogaloo.
What's the first name?
Uncle.
And the last.
Boogaloo. You in the system.
Are you paying by cash, sir?
Coins.
Pardon?
Oh, and you could put a couple of them coins on my BPL bill. They just cut me off last night. I don't know what happened. Hey, Uncle, you straight. Yeah, don't forget my whole fish now.
Pay your government fees today at Cash and Go.
Welcome back to your local newscast. I'm Samarco Lightbourne. Thank you for joining us. Here's the latest on the COVID-19 front. The Bahamas Ministry of Health and Wellness reported 19 COVID-19 cases on Sunday. The overall total stands at 32,950 cases. 15 cases were discovered in New Providence, 1 in Abaco, 2 in Exuma, and 1 in Long Island. There were 16 recoveries reported for the day. Total recoveries are 25,440. There are 766 deaths on record. There are 44 hospitalized cases. 3 patients are being treated in the intensive care unit, and the remaining 41 cases are considered moderately ill. And now, providing you with a glimpse beyond your patio, here's our Gigi Presenti with your local weather forecast.
Good evening. Here's a look at your local weather forecast for Tuesday, February 15, 2022, as issued by the Bahamas Department of Meteorology. General situation: a frontal boundary extending across the central and southeast Bahamas will support cloudy conditions over the area, while a robust high pressure centered north of the Bahamas will continue to generate fresh northeast to easterly breezes over the islands through tonight. Special warnings. Hazardous beaching conditions and boating conditions will continue, and beachgoers should refrain from entering the waters due to rough surfs and high risk of dangerous rip currents. Also, small craft operators are urged to remain in or near port. For all areas, weather partly to mostly cloudy, windy, and cool, with a chance of a few brief passing showers, mainly along the frontal boundary through tonight. Small craft advisory remains in effect. Winds northeast to east at 20 to 25 knots with higher gusts. Seas 4 to 7 feet near shore and up to 10 feet offshore, mainly along Atlantic exposed shorelines. Today's daytime high temperature was 77 degrees Fahrenheit, 25 degrees Celsius. Overnight low, 63 degrees Fahrenheit, 17 degrees Celsius. Sunrise at 6:42 a.m. on Wednesday. Moon sets at 6:54 a.m. on Wednesday. We're currently experiencing high tide, low tide 1:15 a.m. on Wednesday, high tide 7:34 a.m. on Wednesday. For your weather outlook, a stall frontal boundary across the area will continue to weaken as strong high pressure continue to generate strong winds across the islands while migrating eastwards through the next few days. I am Gigi Presenti, and this has been a look at your local weather forecast.
Thank you so much for tuning in. I'm Samarco Lightborn, reporting for the Blaze 98.3 FM. We invite you to join us for our morning broadcast with Westrel and Ferguson, Monday through Fridays at 8 a.m. Good evening, Bahamas, and stay safe.